Not to state the obvious, but Taylor Swift has made her mark on the music industry. But her influence spans far beyond Swifties, her fans.
Yeah, she's making major economic waves with her sold-out Eras tour. The tour has a singer performing 54 shows around the country in 20 cities. Those shows are bringing in fans from all over the world, with some paying thousands of dollars per ticket. But on top of that, and here's where it becomes important for the overall economy, they're shelling out more money on transportation, hotels, and food, bringing in a major boost for businesses.
An article from Bloomberg titled "The Phenomenon Swiftonomics." Augusta Saraiva is the author of that piece and joins us now. There you see her. She's a Bloomberg News economics reporter. All right, Augusta, can you talk to us about the meaning of the popularity of this tour and the willingness of fans to spend massive amounts of money to attend them? I mean, and what does that say about the overall spending habits of this country at this point?
Exactly. In a way, what we're seeing with Taylor Swift is a product of the pandemic, right? People stayed at home for 1 year, 2 years, and now they're really willing to go back. In the case of Taylor Swift, she hadn't gone on tour in almost 5 years, right? So people were waiting for a long time. And as one economist I spoke to for the story put it, people are not letting money get in the way of experiences. And Taylor Swift is just one example of that. We're seeing the same with Beyonce when it comes to concerts, but we're also seeing that when it comes to vacations, when it comes to really have those experiences that the pandemic didn't let us enjoy for so long.
Well, Augusta, I want to ask you about that because I understand how everybody had sort of a pent-up interest in getting out into the world. I need to get out into the world to go see live music, to see these live performances, to travel and do all the things that we couldn't do. But the pandemic is over, and it seems like a lot of the cash that we built up during that time has also left us. Do you expect that this trend is going to continue far beyond the reopening of society?
That's a great question, because the reason why I wrote this story back in November was because that was exactly when people were starting to talk about a possible recession, right? So people were really wary about what was going to happen with the U.S. economy. And so far, the U.S. consumer has held up. We're seeing a lot of people switch from goods back to services, as you would anticipate as the pandemic ends. But so far, the consumer has been steady. The consumer has been healthy.
Now, you know, Taylor Swift, like Bad Bunny, which was my first concert after the pandemic, has not been performing, of course, in every major city, nor can she. So how does this alter the overall economic impact?
Yes, that's a good question, because I did the Swiftonomics story back in November when she first announced the tour, and we were writing about what was going to happen regarding tickets, regarding travel. And then a couple months ago, I actually revisited the story and I focused on travel specifically. And it was really interesting to see not only the long distances that people would go to see her, but also the fact that it's not only about the travel, it's not only about the airfare, the gas, it's also about hotels, it's also about restaurants. No. So there are so many industries that are benefiting from that.
All right. Augusta Saraiva, thank you.